Your arteries are aging faster than your face. And the terrifying part? You cannot feel it happening. Right now, while you go about your day, eating, working, sleeping, microscopic damage is quietly accumulating inside your blood vessels. Chronic inflammation is narrowing the pathways your heart depends on. And by the time most people discover something is seriously wrong, they're already sitting across from a cardiologist, wondering how they missed it. But here's what your doctor probably hasn't had time to tell you at your last routine checkup. Your body has a repair window. It opens every single night during sleep. And it is one of the most powerful biological processes science has documented in the last 2 decades. What you eat in the 2 to 3 hours before bed can either fully unlock that window or quietly close it before your body gets the chance to do its best work. I'm going to walk you through 3 specific foods that activate this nighttime repair cycle at the cellular level. They reduce arterial inflammation, strengthen the lining of your blood vessels, and in documented clinical research have been shown to reverse measurable biological markers of vascular aging. These aren't exotic supplements. They aren't expensive, and at least one of them is probably in your kitchen right now. But first, let me give you the science behind why nighttime matters so much. Between roughly 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body enters its deepest phase of cellular maintenance. Human growth hormone surges. The process called autophagy, your cell's internal recycling system, kicks into high gear, clearing out damaged proteins and dysfunctional cellular components. Your endothelium, the single-cell thick lining of every artery in your body, undergoes repair and regeneration. This is the window. Miss it consistently, or eat the wrong things before it opens, and you are accelerating your cardiovascular age faster than almost any other lifestyle factor can reverse. Now, the first food. Food number 1, tart cherries. This one surprises people every time, and it shouldn't. Tart cherries, specifically Montmorency cherries, available frozen, dried, or as concentrated juice, are one of the most underestimated cardiovascular foods in existence. Here's why nighttime matters for this one in particular. Tart cherries are one of the very few natural food sources of melatonin. Not the synthetic kind in a supplement bottle. Bioavailable, food-derived melatonin that works with your circadian biology rather than overriding it. A 2018 study published in Nutrients found that the melatonin in tart cherry juice not only improved sleep quality, but measurably reduced markers of oxidative stress, the cellular rust that accelerates arterial aging in adults over 50. But melatonin is only the beginning. Tart cherries are extraordinarily rich in anthocyanins, the flavonoid compounds responsible for their deep red pigment. Research from the University of Michigan demonstrated that anthocyanin-rich cherry extract reduced arterial inflammation and lowered LDL oxidation, the specific process that transforms bad cholesterol into the arterial plaque that narrows your blood vessels over time. Oxidized LDL is the villain here, not cholesterol itself. And anthocyanins intercept that oxidation process directly. There's one more layer. A 2019 analysis in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular tart cherry consumption significantly lowered systolic blood pressure, the top number, by reducing endothelial stiffness. Your endothelium is not passive tissue. It actively produces nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes and dilates blood vessels. When it's inflamed or stiff, nitric oxide production drops, blood pressure climbs, and arterial walls begin accumulating damage. Tart cherries help reverse that cycle. Consume half a cup of frozen tart cherries or 4 ounces of unsweetened tart cherry juice, roughly 90 minutes before bed. No added sugar. The timing aligns perfectly with your body's transition into deep sleep and the opening of your cellular repair window. Food number 2, aged garlic extract, or raw garlic. Stay with me on this one, because the mechanism here is genuinely remarkable. Garlic has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years, but modern science has finally given us the molecular explanation for what ancient cultures were observing clinically. The active compound isn't simply allicin, as most people assume. In aged garlic specifically, the relevant compound is S-allylcysteine, a stable, water-soluble organosulfur molecule that survives digestion and enters the bloodstream intact. A landmark clinical trial published in the Journal of Nutrition in 2016, conducted at the University of California, Los Angeles, found that aged garlic extract measurably slowed the progression of coronary artery calcification over a 12-month period in patients with metabolic syndrome. Let that sink in. Not just inflammation reduction, actual measurable slowing of arterial calcification, the hardening process that directly raises your risk of heart attack and stroke. The mechanism involves 2 simultaneous pathways. First, S-allylcysteine inhibits the enzyme HMG-CoA reductase, the same target as statin medications, which reduces endogenous cholesterol synthesis. Second, it dramatically upregulates your body's own antioxidant production, specifically glutathione, the master cellular antioxidant. During sleep, when your liver is performing its nightly detoxification work, elevated glutathione levels translate directly into reduced oxidative damage to arterial walls. Why nighttime specifically? Because hepatic detoxification, liver activity, peaks between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., according to traditional circadian medicine, a timing now validated by chronobiological research. Garlic's sulfur compounds, metabolized by the liver, are most bioavailable and active during precisely this window. 1 to 2 raw cloves of garlic, lightly crushed and consumed 60 to 90 minutes before sleep, is effective. If the taste or digestive effect is too strong, a standardized aged garlic extract supplement, 600 to 1,200 milligrams, produces equivalent vascular outcomes, according to the available research. The first 2 foods alone address oxidative stress, arterial calcification, endothelial stiffness, and LDL oxidation. But the third food targets something deeper, the biological clock of your cells themselves. Keep watching. Food number 3, fatty fish, or high-quality omega-3 source. Here's where the anti-aging science gets genuinely extraordinary. Fatty fish, wild salmon, sardines, mackerel, anchovies, contain 2 specific omega-3 fatty acids that most people have heard of, but very few understand at the mechanistic level: EPA and DHA. Eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid. And what they do while you sleep is unlike almost anything else in nutritional science. Let's start with the arteries. EPA is a direct precursor to a class of molecules called resolvins and protectins, specialized pro-resolving mediators that your body manufactures to actively resolve inflammation, not simply suppress it. This is a critical distinction. Most anti-inflammatory interventions, including many medications, work by blocking the inflammatory cascade. Omega-3 derived resolvins do something more sophisticated. They signal the resolution of inflammation, triggering cleanup of inflammatory debris inside arterial walls. A 2020 review in Circulation Research described this as active resolution and identified EPA-derived resolvins as among the most potent endogenous anti-inflammatory compounds the human body can produce. Now here's the part most people have never heard, and it connects directly to aging. DHA, the omega-3 found most abundantly in the brain and in cellular membranes throughout your cardiovascular system, has a direct, documented relationship with telomere length. Telomeres are the protective caps at the ends of your chromosomes,
and their length is one of the most reliable biological proxies for cellular age we have. Every time a cell divides, telomeres shorten slightly. When they become critically short, the cell either stops dividing or dies. This process is fundamental to how we age at the tissue level.
A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine, following over 600 patients with coronary artery disease over 5 years, found that those with the highest blood levels of omega-3 fatty acids experienced significantly slower telomere shortening compared to those with the lowest levels. The researchers described the magnitude of the effect as equivalent to several years of biological aging preserved. Why does nighttime consumption amplify this? Because the majority of cellular division and membrane repair occurs during slow-wave sleep, the deepest stage, between roughly midnight and 3 a.m. DHA is not just a passive nutrient. It is structurally incorporated into cell membranes, increasing their fluidity and the efficiency of receptor signaling. When DHA is bioavailable during the hours your cells are most actively repairing and dividing, its protective effect on those membranes, including the membrane integrity of endothelial cells lining your arteries, is maximized. The practical protocol: 3 to 4 ounces of wild-caught fatty fish at dinner, 4 to 5 nights per week. If fish is not a consistent option in your diet, a high-quality triglyceride form omega-3 supplement, not ethyl ester form, providing at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA taken with your evening meal, produces comparable serum levels according to comparative absorption research. Let's zoom out for a moment because I want you to understand what these 3 foods are doing together, not just individually. Tart cherries reduce oxidative stress and protect endothelial function while synchronizing your circadian biology for deeper, more restorative sleep. Aged garlic slows arterial calcification and boosts your liver's antioxidant output precisely when hepatic detoxification is at its peak. Fatty fish resolves existing vascular inflammation at the molecular level and protects the telomeric integrity of your cells while they divide and repair during slow-wave sleep. These 3 mechanisms address cardiovascular aging from 3 distinct angles simultaneously: oxidative damage, calcification; inflammatory resolution, telomere protection. None of them require a prescription. None of them interfere with existing medications. Though if you're on blood thinners, speak with your physician before significantly increasing omega-3 intake. The changes are not overnight. Vascular research operates on timescales of weeks to months, not days. But the UCLA garlic trial measured slowed calcification over 12 months. The omega-3 telomere study tracked meaningful protection over 5 years. These are not dramatic interventions with dramatic timelines. They are quiet, consistent, compounding acts of biological intelligence, the kind that separate people who age gracefully from people who are blindsided by what they thought was inevitable. Here's the truth. No pharmaceutical ad will ever tell you your arteries are not static. They are living tissue, constantly being damaged and constantly being repaired. And the balance between those 2 processes is something you influence every single day, including in the hours before you close your eyes. The question was never whether your body could repair itself. The question was whether you were giving it the right tools at the right time. Now, you know 3 of them. Use that. If this changed how you think about what you eat before bed, drop a comment below with the 1 food you're starting tonight. And if you want the full breakdown of the nighttime nutrition protocol I give my own patients, subscribe because that video is coming next.